Well, hello and happy new year. Welcome to 2022. My name is Dr. Derek Barron. It has been a long time since I have gone live in any of our groups. And today we're actually going live, I believe, on LinkedIn, on our YouTube channel, and inside of our private Facebook group. So if you'd ever like to get information about that private Facebook group, I do believe that there's a link below that. So I hope you had a tremendous holiday season, no matter what it is that you celebrate. You had a very happy, safe, and successful New Year's celebration, and you are looking forward to a phenomenal 2022 moving forward, like both myself and Teresa are. So today I'm going to start the first of 52 weeks of going live. And of course, I'm going to go live more often than just once a week, but I have 52 weeks that are planned out. And I'm typically, I think, going to go live around the noon Central Standard Time section. If I have some requests to go earlier or later, I may do that. But typically on Wednesdays is when I'm going to go live for our Practice Insiders Edge members. And again, who we are individuals that are looking to help private practice healthcare providers grow and scale their practice using many different means. We use our Grow platform. We do marketing for them, brand awareness, social media marketing, video marketing, all those kinds of things. So if you ever have any questions or concerns, by all means, drop a comment in below. We'll get back to you on that. But today, I'm going to do a presentation about 5 tips on getting more online reviews. We all know how important they are. With the changes recently in the algorithms inside of Google, it's going to be extremely important that we focus on these, and I'll try and give you some tips specific to that as well. So right now, I'm going to add this presentation to the stream. And I am going to say go on this. If you have questions along the way, again, please do feel free to put comments in the sections below. If I don't get to them during the presentation, I will surely get to them after. So again, 5 tips for getting more online reviews for your practice. And what we're going to cover today is creating an email campaign. You want to ask them in person. You want to reply to every online review, positive or negative. You want to share your glowing reviews and make sure you're going above and beyond in your patient service. That's critical. So again, my name is Derek. That's my wife, Terry. We have started Practice Insiders Edge. We're passionate about helping professionals in the private practice arena. I am a chiropractor. My wife is a physical therapist. We want to see you excel and get your piece of the pie if you wish. So there are ways in which we can help you. Again, feel free to reach out to us at any point in time. So is your practice struggling to get reviews online at the moment? Or, if you find it hard to compete with some of the big competitors or big box companies who have hundreds, even thousands of amazing online reviews about their products and services, stay tuned because we're going to help you get past that point. All too often, people are struggling with the issues of what they can do about getting reviews. And in fact, according to a survey conducted by Bright Local, 86% of consumers polled said they read reviews for healthcare practices. In other words, people may be referred to you in your practice, but they're still going to go onto Facebook or onto Google or Yelp or whatever platform that they use to see what other people are saying. So it's always good to have positive reviews out there. And if your potential patients are coming across your practice online and running away in the opposite direction once they see your low numbers of reviews, pay attention to what we're going to do to help you get around that issue moving forward. And also, if your online profiles are still looking lonely with only two or maybe 7 reviews, you're not alone. There are many people that are in that situation. These 5 tips are going to help you with that. So it's going to help you from the negative review perspective, as well as a way in which you can get more reviews. So the first thing is create an email campaign. Now you may think that that's odd or silly, but it really isn't, because it's one way to encourage more online reviews for your practice is to create an email campaign. And from that email campaign, it's great because if you already have an active list, you're off to a great start. There are many don't have lists, and that's unfortunate. You should be emailing your patients at least once per month from a newsletter standpoint. But your email subscribers are your biggest fans. They've already opted in to get your information. So chances are, if you're sending them an email asking them to leave your practice an online review, guess what? They're more than likely going to do it for you. If you haven't built an email list, today is the day to get started. You can sign up with some email marketing software. We have software called our Grow platform. You can go to grro.co and you can learn about our platform and how we utilize a full functioning marketing platform along the way. And not only is email a part of it, but also is our reputation system. And to get the most responses, you want to send what's called a triggered email campaign. Depending on the current platform you use, or with our Grow platform, it means your online reviews can be emailed out automatically when they check in, or they can be going out on day 3, or they can go out 24 hours after. It depends on when you feel that your customer, your patient, if you wish, has been in for care, and when you feel that they would still have a positive experience fresh in their mind. So our platform allows you to send an email or a text right after the patient gets there, or again, depending on when the care plan falls into place, and it increases the chance of getting more reviews online. The second one is ask them in person. So now by in person, I don't mean asking every single person who walks through your doors. We have to be serious that it takes a lot of time. We just want to get the ones that who tell you how great they've been feeling with your care. You know, why? Because they just told you they feel great. So go and ask for the review. It is very, very simple. Too many people are afraid of that. And whether they tell you the front office or they tell you during your care, a little bell should go off, and it should go ding, ding, ding. You should go off and start the ask. Simply asking them for the review is critical. And it's as simple as saying, let me jump off here for a second. It's as simple as saying, hey, Derek, you know, I hear that you're feeling better. We love that. What we're doing at Integrity Sports Medicine is we're trying to start to grow our online reputation. Would it be okay if Jane at the front office sent you a text and an email? It'll take you less than 5 minutes. We would really appreciate it. And our other patients or prospective patients would really appreciate it too. Is that something you think you could do? That subtle ask doesn't take a lot of time from you, the provider, or your front office staff, but that subtle little ask gives you the opportunity to send that. And with our system, it allows you to send as many emails or text messages as you like. We typically just say 3 emails and 3 text messages to follow up with them to get into the platform and leave a review on Google or Yelp or wherever you decide to do that with. So again, you just simply have to ask. That's the easiest thing that you can do. Now, there are a number of ways to make the most of your office space to generate more reviews online. So you can add a Yelp sticker, add it to your front window. A little caveat, I am not a huge fan of Yelp. Typically, the only way they utilize and show all of your reviews is if you put them, or if you're using them for their pay-per-click component, minimally, I think $300 a month. I don't think it's really worth it. If you're in a big metropolitan area, sometimes it is. But again, Yelp is not my favorite company to work with. Tabletop signs with QR codes. Everybody is used to getting, QR codes to get in. We won't even cover, they're using QR codes more often, whether they want to join VIP memberships or they've got to get into a restaurant, unfortunately. A message at the bottom of the receipt or a printout that you have at your office, and on your practice business cards. Again, on the back side, you can add a QR code, which would allow it easier for them to make the reply. Fill out the form. Now, again, number 3 here is reply to every review online. Most people only like to bring attention to the positive reviews, but I want to talk to you as to why that isn't. When asking people to leave reviews in your office, you are getting yourself open up to bad reviews too. And that's not a problem. It's okay. The world is filled with crazy folks that you just can't please. But working with the algorithms of the systems and the platforms you use, as well as the appreciation that comes back from the patient. So when, for instance, just remember to respond to a review in a calm and helpful fashion to seek and turn any poor review into a positive experience. So from a negative review standpoint, if you have gotten a negative review, you want to reply to it, address it in, again, as honest and open as a situation that you feel comfortable doing. You never want to call them out. I'm not a big fan of it's always our fault, but typically it is. But the important part is that it helps from getting that patient that left the negative review to understand that, you're addressing their issue. They might come back in. I always tell practices and practice owners that you want to call that patient yourself and try and see if you can fix the problem. The other part is there are many people that are going to read the reviews after you leave that review, and they're going to see that you did your best to make a positive effort out of a negative one. And then finally, the algorithms inside the system, that's when you want to make sure you are adding a reply to even the negative reviews, because it helps from that situation. And the same thing with a positive review. It's not just that you're leaving for the negative, it's the positive. You want that person to feel felt, that you have approached their current situation in a positive manner. And when they leave a positive review, make sure you tell them thank you and show it that, hey, Derek, it was great to see you in the practice. We look forward to helping you and your family or any friends that you feel would benefit from the same care that you received. It's just another subtle way to get some assistance in the practice. Replying to reviews will show other future patients that you're active in your online communications and also help with social algorithms and push you up in the Google Maps. In fact, according to a study in the Harvard Business Review, replying to patient reviews results in better ratings overall. And through their studies, the researchers found that users exposed to management responses, meaning you replying to those people, for example, users who read your responses to a negative comment from other users, left ratings 0.1 stars higher than those who had not. So it definitely works in your position to leave reviews. So this finding also applied in the same way to positive review responses as well. Additional patients who read management responses were also less likely to leave a trivial or unsubstantiated negative review. So one thing I want to talk to you about right here is when you're asking for the review, you want to make sure you tell them, hey, Derek, when you leave a review, if you don't mind, you can add my name or our practice name or even our city that we're in. It actually helps us in the algorithms. Yes, it's a little bit more of an ask, but it's going to help you tremendously along the way. Excuse me. Going live always helps. So let's jump this back into play here. So again, asking them when they leave the review is always a great way to help along the way. The fourth thing that we want to help you with is share your glowing reviews. So whether you get them on Facebook or Google or Instagram or Yelp, another way to get more reviews is to make sure you're sharing the ones that you already have. And you want other people to see that. So a great way to do it is take a screen capture or have somebody that does social media marketing for you. Have somebody that can create some visual posts that have the review inside of it, and maybe a profile picture of yourself or even you with a picture of the patient. You want to show that for certain. In fact, according to Psychology Today, people look at what others are doing to learn what's correct. And that's social proof in action. Just before I go into this fifth point, when we talked about getting reviews and doing the ask, one thing I would highly suggest you do moving forward here, especially into 2022, is getting more video testimonials. It's a great way to get a patient. So when a patient comes in and they give you a written testimonial or an online testimonial, the next time they come into the practice, you want to ask them, hey, Derek, I really appreciate you leaving a review. Hopefully you read the response that I gave you. The next thing you want to say is, would you be interested in leaving a video or in us doing a video testimonial, whether it's me, the camera asking you the questions, or you and I together? I'd really appreciate it. We're trying to get more people to see what others are saying about our practice. Would that be okay with you? And again, a video testimonial is golden. You can share it in your emails. You can share it on your social pages. You can share it on Instagram. You can share it in your retargeting if you do Facebook and Instagram ads. It's a great way to do that. And of course, on your website, if you have reviews or a testimonial section, you just want to continue to upload more and more and more video testimonials. So let's jump back in here. Again, what you want to do is go above and beyond in your patient service is the fifth point. And I'm sure we are all doing that in our practices. And you can use these tips and tricks as much as you want. But if you're providing poor patient care or your front office is offering poor customer service, you're not going to get good online reviews. And in fact, I guarantee you're going to get a ton of negative reviews. The easiest way to get more online reviews for your practice is to go above and beyond in regards to the care for your patients. That's simple. I know that you're doing that. Just a reminder. And most people don't leave a review for a pleasant but mundane experience. They're more likely to leave a review for a practice that's providing them with an overall amazing experience, whether it's customer service from the very first time they call on the phone, the very first time they walk into the office, or whenever they're walking through. All of your staff has got to treat them and greet them with utmost respect and making sure that they're getting a great experience out of it with you. And probably the number one way to get an online review today is sending a nice handwritten note and ask them to leave you a review. And I promise you, it works every single time. Of course, you're going to send it out to those patients that you know, like, and trust, and they'll leave a review. But that special handwritten note with a little simple link inside of it that says, go here, or even if you add your business card with a QR code on the back and they go to it with your phone, I promise you it is going to work every time. All right. So patients will remember your kindness and return the favor by leaving you a 5-star review. And that's what's important to you. So this is going to be switched over to you now. And what I mean by that is, with these tips for getting more online reviews, your practice will stand out from the crowd online and your competitor down the street. And I want you to win in 2022, even better than you did in 2021. So prospects will be lining up at the practice because they've heard nothing but good things about you, and they've seen nothing but good things about you from your video testimonials. So patients will be happy. You'll have just one more mundane task to do, and that will be to thanking your patients for their kind words and actually helping you bring in more new patients into the practice. So again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron, my wife, Teresa. There's our contact information if you want. I'm going to jump back here so I can speak to you directly. I appreciate you taking the time out here on a Wednesday. This is week 1 of 2022. I will be coming back with you live on Wednesdays to do this more often. I shouldn't say more often, 52 times in the next year. And we'll be going live in our group. So if you are a private practice healthcare practitioner and you're looking to increase your reviews online, I'd love to have a conversation with you. So in the section below, or on this page, wherever we have a form, you can fill it out, or just in the comment section, just write the word reviews. And if you want to talk to us about our review platform inside of our Grow platform, by all means, do connect with us. We want to see you in 2022 find success on so many levels. Thank you again. I will see you next week, if not before. Have a great day.